Ahoy, my friends, Ryder here, and welcome back to another Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis video. Today, we have the official release of Tifa from Rebirth in the swimsuit gear. I know that so many players have been waiting for this particular costume for such a long time now. In my opinion, honestly, I feel like any of the Rebirth collaboration costumes are just like super solid all around. They were originally designed by Square Enix themselves, so you know, they're basically like the cream of the crop in my opinion. And so we're going to be getting into that today. Before I get into that, we do have a guild recruitment message. Now there's a few guilds from our alliance. For those of you guys who don't know, we have an alliance of guilds that work together and basically, you know, compete together in a fun environment in the Guild Wars. So if you're new to the channel, we do have a Discord. There's a link in the description of this video, and we have all different kinds of guilds from, you know, top 5 in the world to, you know, top 100. So anything that you're looking for. And we do have a couple recruitment messages today. So we have 2 guilds that are specifically looking for a stage 6 hitter. The first is Leviathan, strongest guild in the alliance. They're top 5 basically almost every time. And then Odin, which is a up and coming top 10 guild. They've been like, I think 11th, 12th, 13th in the recent Guild Wars. So if you guys are looking for a guild to break into the top 10, there you have it. And we also have a couple other guilds looking to recruit Titan, Shiva, Neo Bahamut. And so I'm going to actually be putting in the description of this video and in my comment in the channel, I'm going to be putting something down there basically showing which guilds are looking for what, so you guys can basically, you know, check that out. And if you're interested, come join our Discord and we will get you guys sorted. Alright, so that being said, let's jump into the notices and let's check this out. I'm pretty excited. I thought for sure, guys, for sure, that the Rebirth swimwear costumes were going to be limited, and I am so excited and relieved to see that actually Aerith and Tifa are both featured. Like, honestly, double thumbs up to Applebot for that, because super cool. And I think it would have been overkill, especially with everything on the horizon and with them announcing that there would be one limited banner per month for characters to kind of catch them up. And so I honestly feel like Applebot may be just finally getting into their groove with everything that's been going on. It's just been nice to see, because, you know, we've seen Applebot kind of go up and down over the years, you know, staying true to the name Ever Crisis in some ways, right? But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Alright, so July 2nd, double summon arrival campaign on now. So we officially have the double summon for Bahamut and Leviathan, so that's going to be pretty cool to check out. So I'm pretty excited to do that. Hopefully they give us some type of like boost to the drop rates, because I'm not gonna lie, guys, since the beginning of summon farming in this game, I thought that it was overkill from the start how much you actually have to farm to level these up to get their abilities max level. It's pretty freaking crazy. I think they did one campaign with Bahamut when he had EX3 where you had like a boost on getting noble memory drops, and that felt a lot more doable in my opinion. So I wish they continue to do that. Hopefully they'll do it now. Alright, so here we have some missions. Clear missions to get up to Leviathan and Bahamut's memory times 240. Just so you guys know, we need about 10,000 to max them. So 240 is nice, but, you know, it's like a real sliver of what we need. Then we have a new login bonus, login to get up to blue crystals times 1500, so always great to see free crystals, happy for that. Then we have a battle ranking number 11, Lightning Maelstrom on now. Now I did see that Tifa's weapon is physical water, guys, so which was a bit surprising to me, but now seeing this, I'm realizing exactly why that is. So let's go down and see who's featured in this battle ranking. Alright, so we have Ramuh. Alright, so water element is effective, especially physical water, against Ramuh. So that's going to be pretty fun. For the people that are actually like going full blown on this, I feel like it's going to be a really fun battle. And then we have the second one right here, which is the Galambalor. Fire element is effective. Okay, so that's cool to see. That'll probably be pretty fun. And then we have the Pirates King Challenge Quest for the Lost Treasure event update. Alright, so we have some additional event information. We'll get the extra one a day quest and probably an upgrade to the shop. That's been kind of like their hook and sink lately. with a new Barrett exclusive weapon, Hook Launcher. That is so sick. Okay, I really liked Vincent's pea shooter. I thought that was pretty funny, but this is dope. This is like something straight out of Peter Pan right here. And it's got the frickin' barrel on it with the hook for an event weapon. That is an absolutely sick skin right there, guys. So really cool to see that. That is absolutely cool. I cannot wait to put that on Barrett. Alright, so we do have a new tower, Event Battle Tower, Singularity, the Vortex Tower, the third Clash on now. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Clear all floors to obtain luxurious rewards. Defeat powerful bosses to clear all floors up to B30. You can get a 5-star weapon guaranteed ticket and a third clash weapon voucher. Every time you get a weapon voucher, there's like a list of weapons to choose from, and you get a free weapon of your choice, which is always nice, especially when the weapons to choose from are solid. So let's hope that they are. On the day of this event, up to B20 can be challenged. Alright, so as of right now, you can get up to floor 20. I always thought it was strange that they go down. The towers go down. It's like basement, right? Basement 1 to 20. I'm like waiting for the day where the towers go up, you know? Like, I feel like that would be nice. Alright, so let's see here. Alright, so it does look like you can get Floral Rod, Tempest for Sephiroth, and the Feathered Gloves for Tifa. Alright, so a lot of water-based weapons and then a random Floral Rod just thrown in there. Okay, so that's cool to see. Alright, so here it is, guys. Tifa new weapon feature draw on now. Alright, there she is, looking absolutely stunning with Red 13's ultimate weapon still featured. Still feel like Red got a tiny bit shafted, but I'm hoping that I'm wrong on that. But we'll just have to see. I had some comments. I read some of your guys' comments about the ultimate weapon and how, you know, especially in Guild War, can be absolutely fantastic, especially, you know, if you start get to enfeeble on the secondary weapon and stuff like that. So we'll just have to see how it kind of pans out. Alright, so here is Tifa's weapon. Alright, so here we have Shining Gloves. Command ability 4 ATB cost, Hydro Spike. Inflicts up to 1,120% physical water damage upon a single enemy. Also reduces the target's physical attack, and when caster's HP is 50% or more, also reduces magic attack. Wow, so it's like a full-on attack-breaking weapon, while also being a top 10 next generation, like, water physical weapon. And you know, water physical, since the beginning of the game, has been pretty rare. Like, I'm pretty sure the only non-limited water physical weapon was Cloud's Maritime Sword. Every other one, I'm pretty sure, have all been limited for physical water. So, you know, it's nice to have one that's not. I think we've been waiting a long time for something like this. So it is cool to see that. I'm curious what the breaks are. We'll take a look at that in the video today. Alright, and here we have Shining Spirit Beachwear. Alright guys, I mean, she looks great, let's be real. Our ability, physical and magic ward. Alright, so they've just kind of been keeping these all exactly the same. Boosts HP and water ability damage, also boosts physical ability damage when attack stance command gauge is at max. Absolutely sweet. Then we have some reawakened gear here, Passion Mermaid. Sun's Favor is getting a boost, so for all of you guys that have this costume, it is getting better, so that's great to see. 10 to 15 points on the HP and physical defense. Alright, and here is Red 13's Entelestial Echo, ultimate weapon. And then one of the best things about the fact that these banners have been non-limited is the fact that we get wallpapers for them. You know, guys, I know if you didn't start playing right at the beginning of this game, we used to get banners for limited weapon or wallpapers for limited weapons way back in the day, and they stopped doing it. And I still to this day don't understand why we don't get wallpapers for limited stuff. I think it just doesn't make any sense. So it is nice that these are featured right here. Alright, so let's keep on going. Alright, double summon Leviathan and Bahamut arrives. Come on, double noble memories, let's go. And no, they didn't. So, well, it's going to take a long time to farm, but it'll be worth it. I think it's going to be a cool summon. I'm curious to see how good it is. And then here we have co-op battle Leviathan and Bahamut on now. So obviously this is the best way to farm noble memories. Honestly, the last summon I literally was just jumping into random groups. But if you guys are having trouble getting groups, we have a co-op channel in the Discord. Link in the description. The Discord is called the Curseborn. Come and join us. We have a great amount of players in the Discord. Super helpful. Awesome community. And it can be really easy to just jump into groups. Say you're looking for a group, and boom, you'll basically get one just like that. Alright, so I think that's going to basically conclude it for the news. Let's take a quick look at the shop right here just to see if there's anything new. It doesn't really look like it. We have the 3K pack for Tifa, that's nice, and then the double pack for Tifa right here. I will say, guys, I didn't notice this last time, but they had originally dropped this to 150 weapon parts. It used to be 200. They nerfed it to 150. In the last two shops, I believe, from what I've noticed, they actually bumped it back up to 200. So that is nice to see, and there is this bonus brands right here, which is cool. So that's a nice thing to see that I think, you know, maybe people haven't noticed, but I literally just noticed it last week. All right, and then, all right, let's go take a quick look at this banner right here. Okay, all right, it's asking me for a wish list. So let's just try on the costume right here and check it out. All right, so here is Tifa, guys. Honestly, she's looking freaking great. I love the flower in the hair. Honestly, I really love her hairstyle like this. I feel like it looks really cool. I mean, everything about this, I mean, guys, it's Tifa in the Rebirth swimsuit costume. This is like one of a kind. You're never going to get something like this again. It is really, 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 really cool, and she looks freaking fantastic. She looks like she's out for a great day in the sun, so I'm absolutely all for it, guys. All right, now let's take a look here. All right, I'm pretty sure this is just going to be the standard. We have the 15 points. All right, so this is going to be physical and magic defense plus 20% right here, guys. So pretty damn solid. I'm not sure if this was the standard on the other ones. I feel like it was 15, but if it was 20, then either way, it's definitely holding up. And then here we have the Shining Flower pin, which is basically kind of falling into the same, you know, rhythm and pattern of the other next-gen Arcanum costumes that we've seen in the past. All right, so let's go on to the Shining Gloves. Curious about the attack break here. So OB1, 720% physical water damage. Physical attack is decreased low to mid. And then when HP is 70% or more, I saw 50% on the ad. Magic attack is decreased low to mid. So I'm guessing this threshold is going to change. All right, so then we have the standard physical attack over water potency, physical, and X sigil right here. Take a quick look at OB6, 940%. The physical attack is mid to mid. The HP is 70% or more, mid to mid again. All right, and then if we take it to OB10, the threshold drops to 50%. Like I said, you know, as long as they're not doing this on limited weapons, I feel like it's fair because we can wishlist the weapon over time. So I'm not really too bothered by it. Oh, alright. So the breaks both go from mid to high. Once you get it, oh, it actually changes from OB6 to OB10. Wow, this one really does change up. So at OB10, this is a very powerful weapon. So not only is it now the best physical water weapon damage in the game, I don't have Yuffie's Rebirth Bird of Prey weapon. I'm pretty sure that's a 940 that scales to 1120. I'm not quite sure. I don't have it in my account, so we can't take a look at it. But the fact this has this double physical magic attack break on it, I think is pretty damn insane, guys. So at a first glance, it's looking pretty freaking sweet. So I'm going to have to take a closer look in my to pull or not to pull video, which will come out tomorrow morning. Like I said, if you're looking for a guild for the next Guild War, come join our Discord and we can get you sorted in whatever kind of guild you're looking for, whether it's like ultra super competitive to competitive to casual competitive to casual, right? Like we have 13 guilds. They're all great. All the guild leaders are amazing, like personal friends of mine. So I think that if that's what you're looking for, you can have a lot of fun with us. So that being said, guys, that's going to conclude my video. I hope you guys enjoyed it today. If you did, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis content. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.